brilliant memories in the stadium and with all of us as competitors. But now it's time for the big stuff, Gerald. And we're going to get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring these guys up.
Right, we've got a bit of power here. Okay, we're ready for it.
About to get underway. You bark and cheer for these young shearers. They are young at heart, but powerful with hand. Stretching onto the door, waiting for the Pied Piper. The green light is on. Timekeeper's right. Judges right. Competitors go! Hey! 2016 20 sheep final. You have a bet with your next door neighbour how long this is going to take. You'll get an estimation on the first sheep. I reckon it's somewhere around about 48 seconds on this first one. Rolly Smith steps up the neck. He's got the ones with the yellow brands on. And he's around the back of the head just as quick as I can talk. Down there with a nice green stripe on. David Buick's into the long blow. The man from Pongaroa. On stand number 5, Dion King. We've watched him many a times here in the open final. He'll be working his heart out. Parader Abrahams comes across the top here. Over the shoulder comes Troy Piper. But it's going to be Johnny. Oh, Roland Smith. 45 seconds. Gerald, get into that sort of stuff.
Wairarapa Abraham runs in and grabs another one. He's a bit of a crowd favourite. We got David Buick down here on stand number 6. Out comes the belly. Dion King on stand number 5. Bit of a kicker. But here we go. This young Roland Smith. He's into it. But he's taking Johnny Kirkpatrick with him, Gerald.
Oh yeah, look at Dion King though, he's firing some super shots in there too, into the base there, round the head he goes. Oh, I heard Kevin Much on the TV screen earlier, he said that Dion King's in a really good headspace, and it looks that way at the stage. He throws the leg over and locks it up, but the speed stakes is still 1 and 2. Not a lot at it, you can still chuck a blanket over, but it's your man, Roland Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
133 and sheep number 3 on the board. Johnny Kirkpatrick says, righto fella, I'm right with you. I'm in the space as well. I was good in that test. I sure very well in the PGG rights and that multi-breed event, and I was on fire and I'm looking fit now. Around the back comes the Buick. He needs to get the throttle cable sorted out down there right from the word go. Dion King settles into the job now on stand 5. Parada Abraham starting to feel the pressure already. He needs to clear his head and get on with the job. Up the neck comes Troy Piper. We know he punches home late in the piece and he's keeping it solid at the moment, but Roland Smith rolling it out to him. 1-2 shots. Johnny K hard on his heels here on the front.
We got David Buick, he's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. He's in on stand number 6. He's right there. We got Wairarapa, get in there, Wairarapa. Dion King had a bit of a kicker earlier on, but he drags another beauty. But look at this guy on stand number 6. The David Buick up the neck he goes. He's going to give it to Roland Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Round the back of the head he works. Johnny Kirkpatrick had a little wee bit of a kick. He's a little wee bit behind. But David Buick, come on, mate. Keep the flag flying. Longbow time for the Buick. Gerald, what's that Roland Smith doing?
The Roland Smith. Well, I commentated on him quite a lot lately, and I tell you what, round sheep 6 or 7, for some reason he does the afterburners. Whether he throws out a couple roughies, I don't know, but he still wins the competition, so just keep an eye out on him. Here we're going to give her a bit of stick, but once again, your man, David Buick, is right up his tail. Wairarapa Abraham's up his tail. Johnny K's up his tail. There is no give-me's at the Golden Shears, but the sun hat comes off. Where's Troy Piper gone? Come on, young Troy, we need a big finish, mate. Keep on digging deep. But round to the long blow goes the Smith man. Fires in only one small, but small shot, but then the Buick locks his up on the long blow and starts really mousing the wool off there on those big body shots. But onto the last shoulder again, John, is Roland Smith. Sheep 5, just about the finishing touches here, and still the front man. But David Buick's coming at him again, ladies and gentlemen. Take note.
David Buick pulls out a little beauty into the belly. Pirate Abraham's right there, he skips in. Dion King working his way down the last side. The Piper, did the Piper put it all into the test for New Zealand? Because he's on the long blow, but off the net goes the Buick. Buick, we have a new leader. David Buick around the head he works. Pirate Abraham off the neck he goes as well. The Masterton lad, Pirate Abraham. He said, don't forget about me. Long blow time down here for the Buick, but has Roland Smith been there, done that? No, they're still blow for blow. Over the shoulder they work. Pirate Abraham, keep it going. You're only a couple of blows behind. Here we go. These big boys are throwing the big shots in. Pirate Abraham, you've got them as well. Long blow time for the King. Look at the Buick and the Roland Smith, Johnny.
Team Buick is going berserk up behind me here. They can't contain themselves. They're going to break the seats if we're not careful in the house. In goes Johnny Kirkpatrick now on sheep 1 for 7 for him. Troy Piper's got number 6 on the board and half. Sean, he'll have to let the brakes off shortly. I see him have a little bit of a look along the board before. Here, forget about looking, mate. Just put your head down and bum up and get on with the job. Dion King brings out number 7, but the battle still rages at the either end of the field. We like this because it involves the whole team. And over the top they come together. Who's got the fastest last side? Buick under the shoulder, Smith under the shoulder by half a shot. Out the last thing he comes, Johnny Cage firing off the top as well. Buick rolls out. Smith goes back for a bit of a second shot. In goes the Buick now. 1.4, 1.1, 1.3, 0.8. Good shear. 0.7, 0.5. By golly, it's tight down here on the top line, Gerald.
Oh, she's tight, all right. She's tighter than an All Black Ford pack. As Buick takes the top knot off, I'm afraid to say, but I think Troy Piper's had an adrenal dump in the earlier ones. You can see his arms are really, really heavy here now. He's going to have to battle us all the way through and bring up the tail. He won't come from there, but good luck, Troy. Give it everything you got. Back on the focus. We've got the big tall fella, got the big wingspan going on the journey home. But we've got Pirata Abraham, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for letting me know. Where did Pirata come from? He's mousing them out. Look at the rhythm of this man, Tuma. He is just floating around them now. Swing, swing, up we go. 2 up the back, straight onto the top knot. It was all one shot. Did you see that, folks? The undermine and the top knot, one shot as he goes round towards the long blow. Go with him, ladies and gentlemen. Don't back off him now. Tuma, it's all go.
We have a new leader, Pirate Abraham, ladies and gentlemen. Get behind this young man. Here he goes down the last side. He says, this is my first final. See you later, baby. Here you go. Pirate Abraham, ladies and gentlemen, he's having a screamer. We got Roland Smith on stand number 1, chasing hard, but it's all the boy on stand number 4, Johnny.
Well, you Masterton people are getting spoilt for choice here in this competition. You've had a lot of locals in the finals. Can this young man with a big sleeve and the big heart take it away here for the Wairarapa you dearly love? But Porongara's team down there, they want their man to win. In Hastings, we got a couple of starters as well as Napier. And one lonely fellow from down in the deep south, the Troy Piper. Come on, Troy, you've got the life of the south on your shoulders at the moment, mate. Step forward and make hit every post a winning post. But in for number 11, Pirata Abraham's Masterton. Come on, get into him, Gerald.
We've talked about it for years, ladies and gentlemen, about rifting rafters off the roof. I think we're going to do that here tonight. We are going to rattle them. Roland Smith, new territory for him. He's normally the one that has drawn the line in the sand. He's normally the one that says, I sign the checks round here. But at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, Pirata Abraham, he is the one with the stick in the hand and said, here's the line, young fella. If you want to cross it, you're going to have to start pulling that comb up and chase me with everything you got. Because I've got 2 hands on this cup and I'm not going to let her go. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to hear you as he reaches for the catch. Give it up again.
Right out to Abraham, he pulls another little beauty out. He's got a quarter of a sheep around Roland Smith, quarter of a sheep around David Buick. He's got a whole sheep around Dion King, and he's shearing out of his skin. Where's his lady? He should be up there cheering for him. Up the neck goes, right out to Abraham. He's got nearly a half a sheep around the next closest, Roland Smith to him. Long blow time for the Abraham. He's having a hell of a shear, Johnny.
Well, just looking at the sheep numbers, Troy Piper's only got number 10 finishing. Johnny Kirkpatrick goes in for number 12. Rolly Smith comes up over the top here on the front stand. We've got 8 left in the pen now, guys. Dion King says, what went happened? What happened? What went past me? It was Parada Abrahams in his V8. I think he must have had a V16. Look at him go. Sheep number 13 on the board. Over the top comes Stewart. Look, here comes Parada, looking pretty well, swooping to David Buick down the last side. He's taking care of Smith at the moment. So it's the Wairarapa boys firing on all cylinders. Hastings being shut out. Dion King goes in. Johnny Kirkpatrick comes to the money side. Troy Piper turns onto the last side, bit of sheep off the pace. Rolling Smith comes down the belly now, swooping blows. He's got a few quick ones that he's penned perhaps. Up over the top and down the last side comes Parada Abraham Gerald. He's poking him in thick and fast. He's not leaving much on either. Ooh, another one now.
Booyah! Parada Abraham has all the spotlight at the moment, okay. Don't forget about the David Buick. He's just had a change of steel, folks. We'll steady the ship for a wee minute, and it's going really well for him, so he's going to be in for a big finish. Now we've got to keep an eye out whether they change their gear at the right time, because it has a massive impact on how it goes. If it starts dragging on one sheep at this speed, it's going to give you and dance around and kick you about, and it's going to be all bad. Roland Smith goes in for another one, but at this stage, sheep 13 been and gone, and on to 14 for Parada, onto the journey home. And with a crowd like this been behind him, there's no way his petrol tank's going to run out, because we're going to roar at him. We're going to fill it up with the most positive, most powerful energy you would ever imagine. Get ready to roar again, ladies and gentlemen. There we go.
Right up to Abraham, he gets in, he pulls out a little beauty. He's got a change of handpiece. He's a half a sheep behind the next closest person, which is David Buick. David Buick just turns to the last side, coming down over the shoulder, but Parada Abraham into the undermine. He's got the fresh steel. Parada, I can hear them all yelling out for you. Here we go, up the neck. He can smell the money. He can smell it. He wants to put a sheep around Johnny Kirkpatrick. Long blow time for Parada. Johnny Kirkpatrick just turns to the last side. Here we go, Johnny. This guy, he's getting faster.
What happened, Troy Piper says? First it was Dion King said what happened. Now I've got 2 round me, says the man from Winton. I can't do nothing about it. A little bit of a shake, rattle and roll from Johnny Kirk as he goes into the pen. 15 sheep coming out, 16 sheep there for Parada Abrahams. He's got 3/4 of a sheep around Rolly Smith at the moment as he rocks around the back of the head now, down into the off shoulder. Long blow time for the man on the front stand. Troy Piper starting to skip into the pen, but these lefties run a bit late. Over the top comes Buick from Pongaroa down there. This is the new steel settling him. He's got a big sheep. In goes Dion King. Quick look along the board. 15 sheep now. Down the belly he goes. Inspector Gadget on the front stand. But it's Buick out in front of him. But over the top comes Parada. All 3/4 of a sheep on the next man. Sweeping down that last side. Come on, Masterton. Start to get on your feet for this lead.
Oh, yes, John, I tell you what, even if he doesn't take the top podium spot, to be putting one round some people at this level, it's a phenomenal share. It's a win as far as I'm concerned already for Parada Abraham, your local boy. Oh, that second handpiece is going really well. He's got a beautiful pen of sheep, and he's hoeing into them. Troy Piper, finishing touches. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, still in the house and toiling away is that Johnny K from Napier on the second stand. Roland Smith is sinking. Are you commentators telling me lies or not? We're telling you the whole truth. The truth always prevails, Rolly. Parada Abraham is hitting sheep 18, ready to put the indicator on you.
Parada out to Abraham, ladies and gentlemen. He wants to put a sheep around Roland Smith. Roland Smith hasn't had this in his life, but Pinearter's going to do it. Into the underboy goes Pinearter. He's chasing the Smith. Up the neck he goes, he's chasing hard. Roland Smith, he's just dropping into the long blow. Pinearter dropping into the long blow as well. Holy smokes, Johnny Pinearter is getting faster.
14 minutes and 18 sheep almost. Sean turning on to the last side. This could be one of the fastest Golden Shears in history as he comes under the shoulder. Down and out to the flank. The Piper brings number 16 on the board. Here goes Rolly Smith. Dion King goes in. Oh, look at what's happening, Masterton. He's put a sheep round the next man. Down he goes. As you say, it's unlikely to stay that way, but you never know. Have they got some bunnies left in the pen? Up the top comes the Buick. Up the top comes Smith here on the front. Up the top comes Pirata. Johnny K says, I can't match it at the moment. Sheep number 18 on the board. I'm half behind. Troy Piper's 2 back further in the field. Dion King's 1. Over the top they come on the last side of the Buick for the 18th time. Over the top for Rolly Smith. Pirata Abrahams for 18. Down and out to the flank, Gerald. Who's going to do it? Who?
Ladies and gentlemen, he has given to Rolly Smith the blinker. It's the last and final one. Into the belly goes Pirata. Down he goes, the first hind leg. Johnny K sweating on sheep 18, absolutely pouring off him. Dion King going well. David Buick's battling really hard. Onto the long blow he goes. But it's Pirata Abraham. He's your man. It's your show. It's his day, ladies and gentlemen. As he starts coming home now, he's on the last shoulder. Bring him all the way. Keep going.
Pirata Abraham, ladies and gentlemen. Get off your feet and stand up, Pirata Abraham. Woo! Oh, yeah.
Booyah! One around the field still going here. Here we have Rolly Smith going and David Buick's going. There's battles and battles up here. Dion King says, hell, I'm still going to keep going. Going into the pen. What went wrong? What went past me? Sheep number 19. 2 sheep around me, that little fella. Here comes the Buick now. Sheep number 20. Can he hang on to second place and put the cat among the pigeons? Here comes 20 for Johnny Kirkpatrick. They're rolling hard. Rolly Smith's in the long blow as well. But it could be Pongaroa next off. Wairarapa could be to the fore again. He comes to the top of the shoulder. Rolly Smith to the top of the shoulder. Johnny K up the neck. Piper to the top of the shoulder. Here comes the Buick. Right out the last leg. The Buick. Rolly Smith.
Holy smoke. Dion King on 19. Johnny K from Napier's on 20. Over the shoulder he goes with still only a running time of just on 17 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. They've had to drag out and shear, catch and shear they call it. 20 of these really big, strong tooters. He's brought the head forward. He's given it everything he's got. He's left everything up there. Give it up. He's still in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny K. Dion King.
Give it to him, Gerald. Give it to him. He's worth it.
Yeah, he's worth it. All right, look at him. He's got a fighter, and he's thinking now's not the time. He has a wee talk to him and says, darling, just give me 15 seconds and we'll have this done. Over the shoulder he goes, riding it back. Look at the speed he's travelling at. Like a whirlwind, a miniature tornado on the stage. Give it up for Dion King, the Hastings man. Sheep number 20 up here for Troy Piper. Troy, you've been up on stage quite a lot tonight. It's definitely taken its toll on you. You're not all that really, for me, an experience with just a 20 sheep final, let alone having 2 big battles here before you come up now. He's given everything for his country. He's given everything for himself and his family name for the PG multi-breeds. And here he is, he's done the best he could, but you could see around sheep number 5, it had taken its toll on the youngster. He's dug deep to get these 20 done. He's come a long way, he's been on a plane, he's hired a room, he's hired a car, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Piper, look at the score. Nothing wrong with the score. You talk about that. He's worked hard here tonight, but there's nothing wrong with the score. You wait till they come up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with Wairarapa Abraham Wairarapa. Tell everybody, where did that come from?
Oh, that's from God, that one. That was all the way from heaven. But yeah, for me, it was experience, first time in this final. And I thought, why not try and grow the motor? And, get used to that speed, because the crowd must have liked it.
I don't think it's so much a thing of get used to the speed. I think that there's plenty more in the tank. What do you reckon?
Oh, with a lot more hard work and dedication and daily disciplines, definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wairarapa Abraham. He's originally from Dannyville, but Masterton have claimed him for now. And we'll roll with that.
Okay, we'll hand you over to the Emerald brothers. Keep her pumped up, brother. It's a big set of shoes to fill at the moment, but you can do it.
Welcome back to the studio here at the Masterton War Memorial Hall. The Golden Shears final has just finished. There was a guy out there tonight that went, in my words, probably ballistic, and I'm sure there was a goal in mind, and I don't think he quite did it, did he?
An exciting final, incredible really. I had a couple of words to him before he went out. His first final, the pressure and excitement and the intensity of that final would have been unbelievable for him. And I actually just said to him, go and have some fun, enjoy yourself. And he certainly did that, and what a great attitude. He just gave it all. To put one around Roland Smith at this stage in Roland's career. Admittedly, Roland, I think, is going to have the quality to still take the title.
Yeah.
But, great attitude, great entertainment, which is what it's all about by Wairarapa.
We haven't heard this stadium that noisy for a long, long time. And David, I know the time was probably in Wairarata's mind. David Fagan, the great Sir David Fagan's done it in this time. I'm going to try and beat it. And I don't think he did it, did he?
I'm not sure. But under 16 minutes, I think, for Wairarapa. I'm not sure what it was. Low 15s, maybe the best time here. But it's not really about the time. It's about this year on this stage with this final, with this group of 6 guys. And he certainly took it to everyone, and I've always said, when you go up there, you're an entertainer, and he certainly did that tonight.
We are entertainers, and that's what we've got to get across to ourselves. Athletes at the same time, athletes and entertainers, because the guts that's required at that level, and you've known it for so many years, and you've put a good whisper in his ear, Wairarapa, go and enjoy yourself. And
have some fun.
Certainly
Absolutely.
did that, didn't he?
Yeah, it's great. Good to see.
David, well, that was the Golden Shears final. You believe that Roland has probably done enough to keep.
If I had to pick, yes, I think he's done enough to keep the title. But
right.
What a final! The noise in the crowd, the intensity, and that's what it's all about. Seeing someone up there with the attitude, first-time finalist, going up there and
Having
no
fun.
Reputation, taking it on to everyone.
We'll finish off the interview, David, by acknowledging the fact that you've been knighted. and that was wonderful for our whole shearing industry worldwide. David, just give us a little bit of a touch on it, because I have seen some press releases, but it'd be great to hear it from your voice in the stadium here.
It's a pretty special thing, obviously for my family, my close family, but you know, for the wider shearing community and rural industry, I accepted it because it wasn't just for me. I feel very proud of it that we can share this with everyone now. And I might have been the vehicle that got the knighthood, but gee, there's a lot of people deserve a lot of credit, and we can all share in this and be very proud of it.
There's a couple of things we could talk on. We could talk about the boxing, we could talk about all the speed shares, but David Fagan, Sir David Fagan is in the stadium with us this evening and on the World Wide Web, and we appreciate the time that you take out to come and talk to us. David.
It's a pleasure, Koro, and I'll be back next year to enjoy this again.
Thank you, David.
Absolutely.
There's something in our primary sector that can grow everything. It's growing Tony and Shona's business and Daniel's confidence. It's growing Harriet's skills and Duncan's productivity. It's growing Lance's sense of pride and Blair's management skills. It's growing Anaru's career prospects and Kylie's bottom line. It's also growing our industry and New Zealand. It's the one thing that grows everything. Knowledge. Find out how industry training can provide you with the knowledge to grow.
Yeah, it's always good to save money on the farm, and one of the best ways
would be the mouse traps, bloody awesome hot mouse traps, and some
poison to stop the rats from taking over. They're
leaping up the back of the cab about a foot, I suppose.
Because FMG is a mutually owned insurer, profits are reinvested to keep your premiums affordable. Ask around about us or call 0800 366 466. FMG, we're here for the good of the country.
PGG Wrightson is a leading provider to the agricultural sector in New Zealand and internationally. Our business includes rural supplies, livestock, seed, grain, nutrition, turf, fruit-fed supplies, wool, real estate, water, training, insurance and finance. We aim to develop and deliver the right products and services supported by the best people to help our customers operate efficiently and effectively now and into the future. PGG Wrightson, helping grow the country.
How good was that final, Masterton? I can tell you that our very own Wairarapa Abraham secured the third fastest in history. So it's now time to present the awards and confirm the results for tonight's events. The first event is the PGG Wrightson National Shearing Circuit. Could Duncan Fletcher please come to the board? And could the contestants of the National Circuit please come to the board? Presenting the award for PGG Wrightson National Shearing Circuit, Duncan Fletcher.
Thanks, Kieran. Look, PGG Wrightson's are thrilled to sponsor the national event and equally proud to be associated with the Golden Shears. This is the 14th year now we've been sponsoring this event, and we're thrilled to support an industry that supports our company so well. I'd just like to acknowledge and thank all the organisers and the conveners of the 6 regional events prior to tonight's final. These events don't happen by themselves, so thanks very much. Finally, I'd just like to congratulate the 6 contestants in tonight's final. To win this event, you've got to be a true all-rounder in the shearing sense, so making the final is an achievement in itself, so well done to you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, your finalists for the National Shearing Circuit. the winner of the PGG Wrightson National Shearing Circuit receives 12 months free lease of a Hyundai Santa Fe, $500, $1,300 in PGG Wrightson vouchers, and the McSkimming Memorial Trophy. First place had penalty points of 79. Second place had penalty points of 81. Please congratulate, for the 5th time, Tony Costa! Congratulations, Tony. This is a situation that you've found yourself in now 5 times. You haven't had to buy a car in a long time.
No, the old XR6's been getting quite a cruisy few years, actually. But thanks very much to PGG and Hyundai for their great sponsorship, and it's not getting any easier, but I'm still here, thanks.
Second place, $500 and 300 PGG vouchers from Winton, Troy Piper. Third place, taking away $500. Give it up for our very own David Buick. Fourth place, $400, Nathan Stratford. Fifth place, $400, John Kirkpatrick and Angus Moore. There is one more award associated with the PGG Wrightson National Shearing Circuit. It is the Godfrey Bowen Trophy for Best Quality Points in the final. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how he's going to hold it, Tony Costa! Could we please have the Australian and New Zealand shearing test teams and managers up to the board, and Lance Waddell. Presenting the award from Lister Shearing, Lance Waddell.
Thanks, Kieran. Well, on behalf of Lister Shearing in England and Actor Agriculture in New Zealand, as the distributors of Lister, Super Shear, Fagan Jeans, and a wide range of accessories for the shearing and wool handling fraternity, we're very much pleased to be associated with the Golden Shears. In the last 20 years, due to the support of the shearing and wool handling fraternity, we've been able to plough back into the sponsorship of the shearing industry $1.5 million. So with your help, we were able to plough that money back in. Thank you very much. Congratulations to both teams. You did both very well tonight. We noticed that over the last, in 1974 was when the first test between Australia and New Zealand. It has been 58 tests in total. Of those, Australia have won 30, New Zealand have won 28. I'd like to give a special mention while Shannon Warnest is up here, because in the last 25 consecutive tests, Shannon has been a member of that team. And of those 25 tests, he's been the leading scorer 15 times. This really points to, we've been very lucky to see in our industry David Fagan being given a knighthood. Surely in Australia they can do something similar. Thank you very much. And I will now see with the results whether the gap has been narrowed or widened. Thank you.
Thank you, Lance. The New Zealand team consists of Tony Costa, Troy Piper, and Aaron Haynes. The Australian team consists of Daniel McIntyre, Justin Dolphin, and Shannon Warnest. The Australian team has beaten New Zealand in the last 5 tests. They are going for 3 in a row here in Masterton. What do you think, Masterton? Will they do it? Will it be New Zealand? It is New Zealand! Ladies and gentlemen, the manager of the New Zealand team, Sam Saunders.
Yeah, no, this is, awesome. Absolutely awesome. You know, the guys, they knew that they had to take it to the Australian team, and that's exactly what they did. And extremely proud of them, and they're proud of themselves. And also I'd like to acknowledge the Australian team. Great competitors and great guys. Thank you.
It's a big effort to come here at the Golden Shears every year. Ladies and gentlemen, show them the respect they deserve. Australia! As Lance Waddell from Lister Shearing suggested, there is always an award for the shearer with the most quality points. For the Trans-Tasman shearing test here at the Golden Shears, that is the Joseph Paiwai Memorial Trophy Top Individual Shearer. He's getting greedy. Shannon Warnest!
Yeah, cheers for that. Thanks for making me feel so old, Lance. But no, always a good battle with New Zealand over here and even over home. And I think it's a credit to our boys. You know, you only got to have a little slip up, or it's a full-on battle. So no, good on to you fellas. And a special thanks to Sam and Alan. Sam's a New Zealand team manager, and he gives his hoggets to shear every year. So, but no, good on you, and also to the sponsors. And thanks New Zealand.
Could Alistair Shannon and the competitors in the primary ITO Open Woolhandling please make their way to the board? Presenting this award from Primary ITO, Alistair Shannon.
Thank you. I'd just like to acknowledge the hard work that's gone in by all the volunteers behind this organisation. Talking with Phil Morrison earlier this evening, he told me the number of people that actually come together in the community to make this a successful event, and that was quite an astounding number, so congratulations. When it comes to training, it's a very exciting industry to be in at this point in time. This is one of the few industries where you can actually get to wear the silver fern on your chest for New Zealand. I mean, that's a pretty amazing outcome, I think. And that's where the primary ITO is very focused. It's about outcomes for trainees, for people that want to get ahead in life. And wool harvesting as an industry has actually been very successful for many people, and we'd like it to be successful going forward. There are a lot of changes going on in terms of how we do training in the industry, and we're also working very hard with a lot of members in the industry to find a better way to overcome some of the bumps that we have. But tonight, it's really all about the contestants and the winners and the finalists.
And amongst this group to my right, we have 4 Golden Shears titles and 2 World Championships. First place points, 219. Second place points, 248. First place receives $1,400 and the Hinaro Mason Memorial Trophy. Joel Hinare! Congratulations, Joel. I believe that's your 4th time winning of the Golden Shears. I know how much it means to you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. First off, I'd like to thank Primary ITO, the sponsors. Without the sponsorship, these events wouldn't be possible. So thank you very much for your sponsorship. I'd like to congratulate the competitors who made the final. It was tough out of that 8 in the semi, make it here. First off, I'd just like to thank my family for supporting me. My mum, the babysitter, for coming down. My wife, Erica, for helping me out and doing most of everything for me the weekend. And I'd just like to dedicate my win to to my auntie Jo, Kumedal, and to my niece Brianna. Cheers.
Second place and $700 from Taihape, Cherie Alabaster. Third place and $400, Ronnie Goss. And put your hands together for Karen Herbert. While the photos are being taken, on behalf of the Golden Shears Committee, we would like to thank our resident shearers who assisted with the wool handling: Paddy Mason, Blair McGregor, Noel Gardner, Ricky Chase, Lee Edmonds, Lance Edmonds, Casey Bailey and Jocks Hawkins. We would also like to thank Taratahi Agricultural Training Centre, young farmers for assisting out the back, and our two presenters on stage, Simba Taylor and Esther Lang. And of course, we would like to acknowledge the hundreds of volunteers that pull together to make Golden Shears a success. Thank you all very much. It's now time. I'd like to invite Mr. Philip Morrison, President of the Golden Shears, and the Golden Shears Open Final competitors up to the board, please.
Get up, I guess.
Welcome everybody. What a fantastic night, what a fantastic final, and I think you've been a fantastic crowd. Great to see the hall virtually full. It's been a marvellous 3 days. Everything seems to have ticked by, so that's the dedication that the people that help run this event, the volunteers, the committee, all those that help put it together. Give them a round of applause, please. Steady on, he hasn't won it yet, but he might need it if he does. He'd wear it with a lot of pride. Anyway, thank you to all those competitors who have taken part in the last 3 days. I know there are winners, all those that make up every class. It's wonderful that you come and support Golden Shears. Highlights for me this year have been the increase in entries in the wool pressing, especially the women wool pressers. And we have a great spectacle if you want to see that in action next year. Thursday's the big day where all the heats, all the contestants are working down at the back of the hall there. The novice wool handling too this year, we had nearly double the entries that we've had in the last 2 or 3 years. And so if more competitions around New Zealand had held more novice competitions, we'd like to see more competitors here. And also I do like to think that we host the Australian team here, and it's a real great part of our shears to have those test matches. So we look forward to welcoming you here every year, and thank you, Dave, for your contributions with your team here over the last 2 nights. I'd also like to thank all the sponsors. As I said earlier on this evening when we had our get together over at the farriers. You're such an important link to our Golden Shears being successful, and your commitment is certainly appreciated. We have new sponsors this year in Elanco, MKM, CP Wool, who were formerly Elders Primary Wool, and welcome back Pawai Mullins. Just something I would like to mention. Please, it is Masterton Golden Shears Normal in 217 right here at this time in this hall. Don't please get confused. There is a World Championship Golden Shears in Invercargill 3 weeks earlier. So you hear a lot about that, and so we should. They are running this on behalf of New Zealand, a World Championship. But please, Golden Shears is here next year, 217. Look forward to catching you up then.
The group of shearers to my right have 7 Golden Shears titles between them and a World Championship. As a result of the last 3 days of competition, we can now confidently say that they are the 6th best shearers in the world. First place had penalty points of 59.8. Second place had penalty points of 62. The winner of the 2016 Golden Shears Open Shearing title will receive $3,000. The Golden Shears Open Challenge Trophy, a Lister handpiece, and Lister product. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2016 Golden Shears Open is Roland Smith.
Stitching me up already. Just like to acknowledge all the other finalists up here tonight. Bag shot sheep are honest, hard work sheep, and there was nothing but that tonight. So yeah, thanks to Bag Shot and Ken McPherson for presenting that up for us tonight. Golden Shears for putting on another fantastic event. All the sponsors here tonight. Lance and his team for always putting in the hard yards behind the scenes. Heinegger for looking after me. Barb's Bryant from Exalt. Ants Bryant for helping me out. My wife and little girl for being here supporting me. And all the family here. And yeah, just like to thank everybody for turning up. And Mum, cheers.
Second place receives $1,300 and Lister product. From Napier, John Kirkpatrick. Third place, $900 and Lister product. Troy Piper. Fourth place, $700 and Lister product, Dion King. Put your hands together for David Buick. And our very own Wairarapa Abraham. There is one more award associated to the Golden Shears Open Final. That is the John Henson Memorial Trophy for best quality points in the final. With 9.45, Roland Smith. There is also one award which we held off to the end just in case an open grade shearer won it. It is the R.E. O'Hara Memorial Trophy for best quality in any shearing final. But it has not gone to an open grade shearer. It has gone to a shearer that is much, much younger. Please congratulate Tegwin Bradley. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes the presentations for tonight. I'd like to acknowledge you all for coming and supporting shearing, and the tens of thousands at home online. Safe travels. We'll see you again here in 2017.